Hello everyone. Hello folks. I'm not really sure how to welcome you. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, because we have guests from almost all over the world. I've checked the list.
Hello everyone.
I'm sorry guys. It's live session, just to remind you, so we might have some technical issues. I believe my team will help me to organize them well. So when I checked the registrant list, I understood that we have guests today from all over the world. I remember, for example, Vipul from Brazil, and Camila from Ireland, and Semputra from Indonesia. Guys, if you are already here, just send me a message to a chat, just for me to understand if you are here or not. And all the rest, actually, you can send me a message just for me to understand if you hear me well and see me well. So send me to the chat a message with your name and the country of origin. I'm really curious if we will be able today to get together the marketing specialists, professionals from all over the world, from all continents. I'm pretty sure that we had registrants from Canada, from United States, from Latin America, from Central Europe and Eastern Europe, from Middle East, and even from Asia, from some countries in Asia. So send me a message for us to understand if you are all here. To be honest, I'm not really happy when someone told me that send me plus or some sign, but this is for me to understand that all of you are here and we can start our event. So just to check our chat, if you're here, send a message, any kind of message you want. Yeah, so I see Tanya from United Arab Emirates, and she hear me well and clear. That's perfect. Anyone else? Just be active, and I will ask that again and again to be active, because I don't really want this session to be boring, and I have to make it quite useful and interesting for you. So let's be active. Yeah. Oh, hello, Davis. Really happy to see your message. And anyone else? Are you here? Oh, Vilda. Hey. Nice to see your messages. Okay, let's wait just a little bit, just 1 minute before start to the event, to let all registrants come up online and be with us today. Just 1 minute to start. Okay. Just while we are waiting, I put a slide online for you to maybe check who am I and why I'm here, but I will tell them for all those who will join us later why I'm here. Okay. See more messages. Hello Antonia. Nice to see your message. Okay, so I believe we can start because it's already 5 minutes after the start of the session. So let's start. Why I'm here? I'm Dima Tantsiura, the Global Business Development Director for Air Brands. And I'm doing sales and marketing operations for more than 15 years, including influencer marketing as well, of course. During this period, I had the pleasure to work with many different brands like Jooble or TeQatlas, BCD Kazakhstan, Lactalis, or BBC Ukraine, and many others, to help them to reach their goals with different marketing activities. So during the next 15 minutes, I'm not only talking for 50 minutes, and as I promised, I will do my best to make this session not really boring and interesting for you, and especially useful, because you are here to get some information, some interesting information about influencer marketing. So what we will do, first of course, we will get acquainted a little bit more with the company, what we are, what we're doing, how we help brands to get their audiences. We will talk and discuss influencer marketing trends to watch in 2022. And what is important, we are not only sharing the information that was prepared by the team of experts here at Brands, but I also invite you to discuss it and to share your comments and your opinions in the chat, what you're thinking about the information you see on the slides and hearing from me. We will talk also about insights and secrets of successful influencer marketing campaigns, kind of tips and tricks, and how to amplify your influencer marketing campaigns with paid promo. Then we will share the information that we have from TikTok partners, everything you need to know about TikTok ads, what kind of formats of TikTok ads now on the table, what can you use to get your audience. And then it all will be followed by a Q&A session, actually the most interesting part for us here at Brands, because then you will be able to share your comments and experiences and questions to us from one point of view, and from the other point of view that will be a chance for us to see your reaction if it was useful for you to be here today. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get acquainted with Brands. We are strategic influencer marketing agency, and what is important, the word strategic. We prefer not to work on the project basis, but work strategically to help brands to get their goals and make it in a most efficient way. So we are number 3 among the largest YouTube partners in the world. We have more than 2,500 influencers in our network. For more than 10 years, we've made more than 500 different campaigns with influencers for more than 200 different brands. Talking about brands, you see some of them on the screen, but well, this is not only about big international brands. Our customers are not only well-known names and brands. We also work very tightly and very successful with some smaller local brands. So if you are not the big international name, don't be scared to drop a message to us and request any kind of services from us. We will be happy to work with you. So I'm from Brands, and actually we are only a part of a big global media tech company. When saying global, I don't mean that we have different units or different departments in our structure. I mean that we have different offices in different parts of the world. We have office in Ukraine, we have office in Canada, we have office in Dubai, and representatives in Asia. So globally means real globally. And besides Brands, which is an agency actually, we have also here on board the unit named Producing, and this is a team actually devoted to video production and streaming and turnkey YouTube and TikTok channels for brands and businesses. And besides of that, the major part of the company is actually a creators ecosystem. And this is not only a network, but also media products and tech solutions that guarantee creators' growth on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And by the way, also all together, all the company, media company, we help brands and creators, the influencers, to interact between each other with the brand's goals and with the demand of influencers. So what we're doing here, I told you who we are and what we're doing here. We develop cross-platform influencer marketing strategies. Why cross-platform? Because we believe that when you use different platforms, then you get much more efficient result at the end of the day. And that all, of course, help brands to reach their goals in terms of image, reputation, and performance. And we will talk about performance, I promise you, later on today. Okay, so the platforms we are specialized in, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Why YouTube? Because it's second largest search engine platform globally after Google. And you might face a situation when you Google something, try to find something, and then accidentally you find the content in a video format. So it is really, when they say content is a king, then the video content is a king of the kings. And then Instagram, which is one of the biggest platforms and most popular, and they are so big, they almost the same size as Facebook. And TikTok, which is not really big one, but nowadays is most dynamic, and they are growing up quite fast. So I believe they will go the Instagram size very, very soon. We work actually with creators globally. We are not limited with some specific area, so no matter what destination you are interested in, we will work for you in that particular destination. Okay, so before we start talking about trends for brands and influencer marketing, I would like to ask you if you have any thoughts, or maybe you have some information what kind of trends we're waiting for in 2022. Send me a message to a chat for me to understand if you're quite aware about it, or it will be pretty new for you. I see a message also from Los Angeles. That's pretty exciting. I mean, we have registrants, I believe, from all continents, from all the globe. Okay, so what are the trends for brands? If you know any of them. Let's wait a minute to give anyone a chance to send a message to a chat. Okay, you can actually send a message any time. I will check the chat at the end. We will have a Q&A session, as you might remember. Then I will check all the questions and comments from you. And we will start with the trends. And the first one actually is the virtual influencers. I should say it's not something new. I mean, it's not a bicycle that we are trying to invent. Of course, they are existing at the moment, and it's not something totally new. And the number of virtual influencers has more than tripled by the last 2 years, and now it's more than 100, I believe 130 virtual influencers all over the world. Many of you might hear that just recently, like 3 weeks ago, Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook, he announced with his social media network that they will start a metaverse company. Then that means like meta universe. And who are first residents of that meta universe but virtual influencers? In the meantime, actually, some brands had already started using virtual influencers. For example, the biggest virtual earner is believed to be Lil Makela from LA, and she earned an average $7,000 per one post. Can you imagine? I mean, it's not real, even real influencer. but she already earned. And actually, she had worked for Prada and Calvin Klein already. So it's not like for small niche local brands, but for big international names. And the World Health Organization recognized 21 years old artificial intelligence universal adapter who is sharing the coronavirus safety messages throughout 700 thousands of his followers. I mean, he has huge audience and he's virtual. And also in Asia, there are some examples of computer-generated pop stars. And for example, L'Oreal China, they actually launched a series of virtual influencers, not even a one. So I believe this is kind of reality for the moment, and it's our future for today. How do you think, I would like to ask you, how do you think, can virtual influencers change or substitute the real one for the brands to promote their products and services? Share your opinion, please, with me in the chat. How do you think? Can virtual influencers change the real one for the influencer marketing campaigns? And by the way, while we are waiting for your comments, can you please also share what are advantages of using virtual influencers in comparison with the real one? Why it is better, maybe in some way? How do you think? Okay, so remember, you can share your opinion or comment anytime in the chat. And in the meantime, I would share that why it is really a big advantage to use a virtual influencer in comparison with the real one, because brand actually can control the influencer. It is not the real one, and the brand can impact on the values and messaging tone of voice of the virtual influencer. Virtual influencer doesn't have any background story and cannot do anything negative to the brand image and reputation. And actually, the real influencers sometimes, from time to time, they can get the conditions of burnout, and this is not a case for virtual influencers. The virtual influencers, they are all supported by a team of experts behind, so they can create actually the behavior and the mood of influencer in any way which is needed for the brand. And last but not the least, they just cost less. For example, in case if we can compare the audience of the influencer, for example, the real one with the audience more than a million can cost over $250,000. And when we get back to Lil Makele from LA, you can save up more than $240. So just much more case effective. Let's go on, and we will talk about performance-based deals. And it is more and more we face the situation when brands need more performance-based deals. I mean, at the very beginning, influencer marketing campaigns was more oriented to some KPIs like reach of the audience and some brand awareness and all that stuff. But now they would like, the more actually brand invest in influencer marketing campaign, the more they expect the ROI will be. And they prefer to have this return on their investments, of course, in sales results. How to measure that kind of performance? For the moment, the two obvious tools for this purpose is actually tracking links or using promo codes, which is obvious, and I'm pretty sure that you are using these two tools to measure the performance level. Okay, so of course, as I told before, from the very beginning, for brand reach, the brands actually consider only reach, impressions, and views. And nowadays, what they are looking for, even with influencer marketing, they are looking for brand awareness, some direct sales result, some lead generation for their websites, and of course, and not of course, but obviously they want more and more, so they expect some indirect sales results as well. But to be honest, it is really hard to measure that kind of results. Why? Because it is not always on the influencer marketing side to measure the results of the sales. What is the main goal for influencer marketing? To get the customer to your site, to the side of the brand. And then it is also the responsibility of a brand to keep the lead and to convert it from the lead, from the prospect to a customer, actually. Okay, so go to a little bit for more practical side, and what we are happy to share with you is a case of a Swedish company, Bernangen, and we had a task from them actually to build the brand knowledge for the brand on their new market, to build a premium image of Scandinavian body care brand, to encourage trial and repeat purchase by March the 8th, which is a really popular holiday in the countries of former USSR republics, and to provide more information about discounts on the websites of retail partners and stimulate purchase using a promotional code. What was the result of this case and of this campaign and partnership with Bernangen? The results was actually very, very exciting. We get together 3 bloggers with the audience over 1 million each, and then together with the team of creative strategies, we develop a creative mechanics for them. And during the campaign period, the brand sold 4 times more products in comparison with the previous period before starting the influencer marketing campaign. That was amazing. They have like sold out with the first week of the campaign. They didn't expect so great impact on the sales results. I don't even talk about the KPIs, obvious and usual KPIs like reach and clicks to the website and clicks on the brand tag and all that stuff. They really have this impact on sales, and that was really, really great. Going further, and the next trend that we would like to talk today about is increase in UGC, user-generated content. And instead of publishing their own content, brands would like to have some additional support from the users, from the consumers actually, and how to invite or engage the consumers and the users to post more content, more UGC about some brand. I have to say that during all the campaigns and during all our partnership deals, we are totally data-driven company and data-driven processes we use actually with all our partners, because we believe that only data can be a basic for the next steps, for the next decisions on how to interact with the audience, on what to do and how to actually to talk, to contact with the audience in a proper way. So at this slide you can see that with the Nielsen Consumer Trust Index, more than 90% of the consumers believe for their bloggers, for their influencers they are following up, instead of seeing just traditional way of advertising on TV or whatever else. And the next trend, be always on with influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is not a case when you just come up with some influencer marketing campaign, spend some budget, and then just disappear from the media in front of your potential consumers. You should be always on. You should be always in contact with your audience, and only in this case you will keep them engaged and keep them give them some reason to be with you and considering to buying your product or to buy your product or to use your service. Let's again go to a practical side. We had a case of Nestlé, and it is not like not known brand. So you can imagine that everyone knows Line, right? But they are always on, and they always try to invent to use some more practices, to use some more tools, to be always on with in contact with their audience. And in this case, the task was to increase the knowledge and loyalty of to the Lion brand with some younger maybe audience, be on the same wavelengths with the target audience, be in trend. And for that period of time, the trend was TikTok houses, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and they decided to use this this trend to be on the wave with their target audience. The results was again amazing. You can see the figures, but what I would like to stress attention on, that this is a case actually of the cross-platform solution for them, because you see we used two platforms, TikTok and Instagram. And what is even more interesting, that with this case actually we used the synergy of two platforms from the one side, and from another side we use the synergy of the TikTok house account together with many of the TikTok accounts of the separate residents of the TikTok house. And that make this boost and this amazing result with engagement rate with the audience more than 50%. As far as you know, I'm pretty sure that you're quite aware about it, that engagement on the platforms are about like up to 10% most. We usually say we usually consider like 7 or 8% of engagement rate for the influencer marketing campaigns. And here we had more than 10, 15%. It's amazing with the results, and of course the client was really, really happy. What is next is the social movements are very important. Many years ago I've heard about corporate social responsibility, and in the influencer marketing it goes this way. And many brands, they prefer to use a part of their marketing activities on a social side, and that is really important, because almost 90% of the customers, they told that and shared that they prefer brands that took part in such social movements and have some like social campaigns, social contacts, and help somehow in different situations for different social issues. So users and consumers are likely to buy from these companies who are aware, who are doing these social campaigns. This is one of the cases that we are really proud of. And this is about charitable foundation, Smile of a Child. We actually, with this case, we try to show up how influencers helped keep children safe from cybercrime and digital exploitation. That was really hard task for us, and really not only hard, but also a very responsible task for us. What we did, we get together great influencers for this task, 10 influencers. We developed a native mechanics. Why it is important to make it a very native, because it has to be trustable. And then we implemented again a cross-platform project on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And of course, all the KPIs were exceeded. The total readings were almost 1.5 million, and the plan was much, much below. And ER again, almost 10%, which is really, really great. And then, actually, with the discussion inside of our team about different cases and about different campaigns we had in our portfolio, we understand that it is not really reasonable to put aside the paid amplification, and it is really important while using influencer marketing campaigns to use the paid promos on that marketing campaigns. This helps brands to get much broader outreach. And with extremely granular ad targeting provided by social media platforms, brands actually can ensure that their high-performing influencer content gets seen much more, despite tricky algorithms that all the time they're changing, as you know. But they can also greatly amplify their overall campaign impact with paid promos on the particular posts. And this is one of the cases we are also proud of that was made for Cooper and Hunter, which is about air conditioning. And the task was to develop a creative idea, not the simple advertisement that targets European audience, and not only European one, as we know for the moment. And our task was actually to create a video and then to post it and target it for the audience. And you see the results, which is awesome. It is almost 3 million views with great number of impressions and more than 80,000 transitions to the site. And now you can see just a little bit of this advertisement. Okay, so let's move on. So let's talk a little bit about one of our services, which named Airets. And actually it is very logical to continue with it, because we just talked about paid promos that amplify any kind of influencer marketing campaign. So this actually helps to solve any brand's business goals using efficient digital promos on the different platforms. It is not only about these three that I've mentioned before, but also many others as well. So why air brands? Why you should consider air brands for your target paid promos campaigns? Because it's guaranteed efficiency. With our wide experience, successful cases, and regular analysis of the trends, we know how to make audience interact with your brand. And then actually, as the outcome of that, we increase the audience engagement and loyalty to your brand and to your products or service, because our specialists perform a deep analysis of your niche and target audience to start engaging promo. Not just a promo to make you like spend a lot of budget for nothing, but to engage your target audience. And that increases the number of followers and their activity while interacting with your brand, comment or giving you some information or something like that. And of course, to increase brand awareness and enter new markets. You remember the case of Bernanging, and then it was really, really important to amplify influencer marketing campaign to to make the audience much wider than just the audience of the influencers we use for the influencer marketing campaign. With the right selection of wide target audience, your content will be shared with potential customers for the current and new potential geo markets. So it is not only about your current task that you have ongoing, but you can use ads many times, and with changing or shifting for the new destination, for the new target, you can use it again and again with the same content, but targeting on another target audience. What we do during the providing this service, actually we start efficient paid promos on different platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Perform brand lift research to measure how video campaigns actually impact on the brand's perception. And then we started campaigns to empower influencer marketing campaigns and to amplify it. Undertake planning, maintenance, and the execution of ads campaigns. And then actually we divided this process into smaller parts to understand if our maintenance is quite good for the brand, does it work properly, and in case if something goes wrong, we actually change it and customize it to make it much more efficient for you. And here just a few of our realized projects on YouTube as an example. So it's a local brand of electronic technique. The goal was to increase brand awareness among the target audience, and the target audience, they want the target audience to be a bit younger, and that was quite hard to make actually, and to increase the number of channel subscribers in 2 months. What we did in 2 months, you see the result. What is interesting and what differs YouTube from other platforms and from the other from Instagram or TikTok, YouTube works for the brand much longer than any Instagram post or stories or whatever. As you see, when we have had a task from the brand to develop their YouTube channel, and we set like a deadline when we check the results of our work, and then we check the results and get the KPIs figures, and it was like 100 million views with the average CPV, and with the number of clicks on the brands and new followers was more than 16,000. Actually, it is not here, but we have also one of the KPIs was for a number of the followers, of the subscribers for the YouTube channel, and the KPI was 27,000 subscribers. And now you can see on the print screen that it was prepared a little bit later after the deadline of the campaign, and you see that the number of subscribers is much more. That means that YouTube works very, very well and much longer for the brand, so they can get more subscribers in the next period of time. And that's what differs YouTube from the other platforms actually. The next case is Freckenbock, which is also a local brand, but again, they made with us many different influencer marketing campaigns, but it is really important to amplify that campaigns with paid promo. So we had a task to increase the brand awareness among potential customers with additional video views on the brand's YouTube channel. And we did it actually with a quite good CPV for the region in only 2 months. That was not too long to reach this goal. Another case is Smile, the brand. Again, the same goal to increase trademark Smile brand awareness among the brand's YouTube target audience. You see the results. It's even better than the previous cases. Okay, so what to choose? What kind of platform to choose? YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram? Let's see what are the benefits or what are the strong side of each platform. So for Instagram, it's about photo and short video formats. Okay, so most popular social media among the brands. It really works well for the brands. Why? Because they have some pretty clear task to start sales or to boost some sales for the short period of time. Yeah, and Instagram works very well for that. Clear forecasting metrics and KPIs, because it's really easy to get the analytics from the Instagram post, from the influencers after the post, right? And speed, of course, it's really beautiful. It's really nice creative content on the Instagram. It's really native, because influencers, it's actually influencers' side responsibility to make it native, because they are interacting with their target audience, and brands want that target audience of the influencer. So influencer taking care about their audience and make it in a very, very native way. For TikTok, it's short video format. And brands would like to test bloggers as the content makers, because it's quite new one, and they are not really sure about the impact on their brand, on their reputation, on the image and sales via TikTok. But they are testing more and more. With the statistics that we have from TikTok and from different sources, more and more brands would like to invest more money in TikTok, even if they are not in Instagram or Facebook. They consider TikTok as a new way of contacting and interacting with their target audience, and find it most efficient one. And it is really, really exciting point that it is potential to go viral. Every single TikTok, they are not even call it some content or post or whatever, they are calling it TikToks, and it is really, it could really go viral very, very shortly. It's about speed, creativity, and music, which is really, really an important part of any TikTok content. Okay, and YouTube, which is also about video content format, it is much longer impact on the brand goals, any goals, but it is what is a little bit more negative, but still more expensive and thorough approach. As I said, longer playing content with attention holding and difficult topics. I mean, you are not able to share information, some difficult topics with the short formats of Instagram or TikTok. You should use YouTube for that, and especially when you are trying to publish some discovering content, some explaining content. You need to explain to your target audience some difficult stuff. So that the best way for that to use YouTube, of course. What is good about TikTok differs from YouTube and Instagram. It, as I told at the very beginning, it is developing so dynamically fast, and now it is covering more than 150 countries with more than 1 billion active monthly users worldwide. And now it is translating into 75 or using 75 languages. So it is not like some limited platform for promoting or sharing information about the brand. The audience is divided into different ages, and what I have to say, what is interesting actually, that from the very beginning it was a platform for younger generation, for generation that, but nowadays why brands are looking for TikTok more and more, because with a statistic for the last year, the audience of the age 25 to 34 and 35 to 44 grows up for like 25%. Nowadays, it's really significant part of the audience, and that is the reason why brands look for TikTok more and more. What is the latest news about the TikTok platform? They are actually implementing the focus on educational content, which is really, really interesting, and maybe also because of changing the age of the audience. They create a TikTok Creator Fund to, I believe, to make the way of to make money, some money out of TikTok, and they make some business focus, more business focus. They created a TikTok Creator Marketplace and customized the instant page and pop-out showcase, TikTok shopping and donations, and so on and so on. So they're trying to develop to be more interesting in terms of to engage creators to create TikToks and content on the platform. So how to advertise on TikTok in 2022? I will try to be very briefly because I believe that we are quite out of our time, right? Okay, so I'll be very fast with this. So the two major types of the advertisement on TikTok, the standard one and the content one. The standard one is the in-feed ads, which is quite common, and brands like to use it because it looks very organic when you like browsing your feed of in TikToks. Then you sometimes you couldn't even identify that it is advertisement sometimes because it's really native and natural. It looks very organic and natural. It is automatically played with a duration up to 60 seconds. It can be skipped, but how users can interact, they can like, comment, and share, subscribe to the brand profile in TikTok, use the brand's music track on their videos, etc., etc. And it has active links to an external site or application download, which is really important when we're talking about lead generation for some website, or in case of some brands, if the goal is application download or registration, so they can use the external link to lead the audience to the target. Okay, so there is an example of in feeds. So it looks like they're just some girl from, I don't know, from Spain, I believe, from Spain, just sharing her experience about using some cosmetics. So it looks not like advertisement at all. The next one is brand takeover, which open full screen when you start TikTok. So it's a little bit other way of promoting the brand information. When you start TikTok application, then you see brand takeover format. It's a GIF image up to 3 seconds of video without sound for 3 to 5 seconds, showing up like 4 or 5 times. So it's not like just once to one person, because in TikTok they realize that you have to interact. I mean, as a brand, you have to interact with the one potential customer a couple of times. In this case, it's like 4 or 5 times. And again, an example. So starting application, and then you see this. Looks like advertisement, but still, it's pretty short and not really annoying. And then the top view format, which opens in the full screen when TikTok application is launched as well as a brand takeover. But the duration is different. It's from 5 to 16 seconds. It can be skipped as well, but not from the very beginning, but after 3 or 5 seconds. It's automatically launched with sound, which means you have a time to share the most important and interesting information about your brand. So it's not like only entertainment. It's also could be informational one, and can be displayed again 4 or 5 times for one user, for one customer. Okay, so this is an example for Vodafone. Yeah, like this. And then we move to another type of content that could be created and could be used on the platform of TikTok, which is standard hashtag challenge. It's not standard one, so this is about creating a UGC, which is really important for any brand, and TikTok give this opportunity to the brands. With this format, they launch a branded hashtag challenge and invite audiences to participate in content creation as a part of campaign. So all users, I mean, this is not like a usual and common advertisement campaign. All users will be collected on the official page of hashtag challenge, and the official duration is 6 days. But then, during longer period, it will be kept on the platform, so brand can get the information, can get all the content out from there for longer period. Then TikTok team provides individual advices on the brand to the brand on creativity, indicating what will be better perceived on the platform in regards of the current trends, because the trends are always changing on TikTok. It's really easy to set up an ads campaign and report on the results, because it all gathered together. Remember, on the official page of the hashtag challenge. And what is really important, the high level of audience involvement in the brand content, due to the fact that the format is based on the creation of a large amount of content by consumers. So by this format, brand engage and invite the consumers to interact with the brand somehow with some particular task, and at the same time they make an advertisement content, an advertisement campaign. I'm sorry, it's really a long session with talking, with a lot of talks. Yeah, so they are not having this advertisement campaign, but also they have a lot of different content that can be used, of course, with the negotiations of the creators. But there are a lot of content that the brand can have out from here. And branded effects, which is a unique filter for the brand. It can be created together with and actually TikTok advised to use this with the standard hashtag challenge. It is added for 6 days to a general panel of all TikTok effects. So it is not like, it could be separately out from the standard hashtag challenge. And users can add branded stickers, AR filters, and 2D or 3D lenses to their own videos. They are similar to Instagram AR filters and can be used for creating a different content of the users, and then the information about the brand spread significantly. This ad format is recommended to be used with hashtag challenge, just to remind you again. So this is it about TikTok. Maybe I would like to just to check our chat if we have any kind of questions before we go for some information about YouTube. Let me check. And while we are waiting, I would like to focus your attention why it is interesting for you to use air brands while working with TikTok ads, because we have actually direct contact with TikTok platform, with TikTok, and we learn about the new hashtags, new challenges much more in advance. So we are able to get you acquainted with these hashtag challenges, with the information directly from TikTok much before it will be spread all over the users of TikTok. Okay, so let's go quick through the YouTube for business. This particular part of the presentation is actually very important, because there are a lot of people who would like to be on YouTube, and it's really important to be there, but maybe not for everyone. And what we suggest actually to start from when you're considering YouTube presence, to create a strategy for your channel. From our side, we create a document that includes a step-by-step plan for efficient launch of your YouTube channel. This is a basic information that you should use whatever you want to do on YouTube. Every single step after the strategy is completed should be based on this strategy. What actually it includes? It includes audit, and then creative conception and media plan. What is audit? We are trying to analyze your niche, your sphere, what you're doing, what kind of competitors you have. Are they on YouTube? What they are doing? What are the strong parts, strong side? What is threats here? What is opportunities here? And then on the basis of that analysis, we create a creative conception on how you should be present on YouTube, what you should do, what kind of content you should produce to attract your target audience and to keep it actually out from your competitors and all focused on your brand. And then, of course, as a part of the creative conception, not as a part, but as a next step after the creative conception, we also provide you with a media plan on how often you should go online on your YouTube channel to interact actively with your target audience. What does it mean in more details? As I said, I wouldn't repeat, I believe, because of the lack of time. As I said, we will check your competitors, check your niche, what you should do there, and especially what is really important about your target audience, because sometimes in some particular cases people are not aware about who are their target audience, and sometimes we just switch the brand's attention or the company attention from one target audience to another, and sometimes they might have two different type of target audience, the main one and the secondary one, depending on your goals on YouTube. And the creative strategy, again, it's about big idea, it's about rubrication, how to show up with your product or service in a more efficient way for your target audience. We are taking care about design, how it looks like. We invite bloggers if it is necessary due to the format of the content. And then we actually provide you with a plan. Okay, so about media plan, I have already told you it's about influencer marketing as well, because it can actually contain some influencer marketing engagement in case if you would like to boost your audience or invite some more audience than you have already. This is about organic growth as well. We are taking care about organic growth, so we are taking care about it by creating a great content, a very quality content. But then again, we stress the attention of our partners, of our customers, that they should use also some advertisement campaigns to boost and interact with much more audience than just only with organic growth. And the next step, when you have the strategy, then we create a design, we create and configure a channel, we have this custom procedure in case if you need any host or any influencers in your content, or maybe some integrations with top influencers. And then actually creating a video content, which is also possible. And what is really interesting and important, we are not actually considering any difficulties with video production anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where we have our experts, our producers that are taking care about the production of the video, because sometimes we even consider the remote mode of work. We had different cases when our producer stayed at home, for example, but managing the production process in Vienna or in Chicago or in Dubai. And then we replenish the advertisement account and of course upload and maintenance the videos. What we had on YouTube, this is about, I wouldn't stop so much about it. This about B2B case when we start a business reality show, and we had to, it was from the very beginning. We had to promote YouTube channel with a business reality show by sharing key information about the channel to those who are interested, to the target audience, right? With the 5 months, it was an amazing result. It was more than 4 million views, more than 50,000 likes and 50,000 subscribers. And an international brand, McDonald's, which is actually quite well known. The goals for them was to form a loyal brand community on YouTube, to promote seasonal news and offline events, and to create a platform for collaboration between McDonald's and popular influencers among the target audience. Why it was important? They would like to launch a new products. Of course, they are popular, they are quite known, but they would like to attract more attention to their new seasonal products, and it was really great. And this is also about work on McDonald's YouTube channel that we worked for, with the great results, as you see on the slide. So this is it. Remember, at the very beginning, I told you it was a QR code with my contacts, but here on the slide, you can scan it and keep my contacts on your contact list or in your phone. And this is it. I believe I was almost in time. I'm not sure if I was in time completely. I do hope that it was not really boring and not really too much information for you for the moment. I'm here to answer all your questions. In case if you have one, just send me to the chat. I will be happy to have it. It's really interesting for me to interact with you. It's not like sharing information that we've prepared for you. It's a chance for us to interact with you and hear what you think about it, what kind of comments you have and what opinion you have about our services, or maybe about trends or what you are interested in. Thank you, Elena. Thank you for your valuable comment. Okay, so guys, come up with your questions. I will be happy to answer any of it. Okay. Okay, so we have a question here. Is it possible to say that influencer marketing is already a full-fledged sales promotion tool, or do you still refer it more to image advertisement? Well, that's a really good question. What I can say about it, of course, influencer marketing, I wouldn't say that it actually a performance-based tool for in marketing, but of course it impacts a lot on sales results. The saying is, I think I've mentioned it just a little bit before, but I will repeat it again. So when we start an influencer marketing campaign, of course we get a lot of attention from the target audience of the brand, and then we lead them all to some target of the brand, right? To the website, or to some registration link, or to subscription link, or whatever. So the main goal of the influencer marketing, to attract audience, to keep them engaged with the brand, to give them some call to action. But then when we have this conversion from the attention, yeah, the first one is the knowledge, then consideration, and then call to action. They act, yeah, they interact with the brand somehow. They go to your website or to registration link or subscribe for some service, or to or they put, for example, your product, they want to buy it, but then accidentally, when they are on your website, it is not the responsibility of influencer marketing anymore. That is your responsibility on how to interact, how to keep them engaged with your service or product. So this is really important to have the CMS system or CRM system or whatever, to have some tool on the brand side to interact with the audience. The main goal of influencer marketing to bring you the audience, and then when you interact it is not the responsibility of influencer marketing anymore. So this is really important for you to have something that will measure the efficiency of influencer marketing campaign on your sales results. Because in the case of Barnungen, as you remember, it was amazing results, and of course the influencer marketing campaign influenced for the sales results a lot. But as soon as a brand doesn't have the special tool to measure the data-driven figures to understand on how the influencer marketing campaign impact on the sales result, if they don't have it, they can't measure it anyhow. I believe that I answered the question. Oh yeah, this is quite similar question. Yeah, with the influencer marketing campaigns, we can track actually this micro conversions, but this is all we can do actually. We can get the analytics on how many users, how many consumers, potential prospects, how many of them actually go to the website of the company, of the brand. But we are not able to count or to measure how many out of that, those who go to the website, how many of them buy some product or service. This is not possible with influencer marketing. Okay, are there any other influencer trend that we should be looking for 2022? Well, yeah, there are a lot of different trends, and it actually depends on the special region, on the platform. But obviously we are not able to talk about all trends that we have on board today, or maybe potential trends into 2022. No, this is not possible. But there are some more, of course. And by the way, Vilda, I would invite you to drop me a message and to continue our conversation about trends later on via emails. I will wait for you, okay? Okay. Again, can we please, можем назад, да, презентацию, последний слайд. So again, for all those who are still here, you can scan QR code or use email on the bottom of the slide to contact me again and to continue our conversation, our discussion about what kind of ongoing tasks you have. Of course, you all will have some follow-up letters after all, and then have our presentation or any other materials that you would like to have from us. I would encourage you to contact from your side, and we will be happy to continue our conversation. What you have on board, what kind of task you would like to solve with influencer marketing. The last, not the least, but the last for today, this statistic that for today actually more and more brands spend for influencer marketing. With the figures we have, it is like more than 20% of the companies spend from 10 to 40% of their marketing budget for influencer marketing, and more than 25% spend more than 40% of their marketing budget for influencer marketing. So I believe that influencer marketing is definitely a tool that you should consider for promotion of your brands, of your services and products for the target audience. Just remember about it and don't miss a chance to interact with your audience with this particular way. Thank you very much for your attention. I was really happy and excited to be with you today, and I do really hope that we will be in touch later on via email, and you will drop a message to me just right now.